It's gonna be fucking awesome.
Hello and welcome to another episode, and today I want to talk to you about the value of friendship. I had a good friend of mine visit me recently. He stayed here for 4 days, and since my wife was out of town, we got to spend 4 full days with him, and we talked like non-stop. We just really talked non-stop. Besides sleeping and showering, we did like everything together, which was really great. We talked about anything and everything. Loved it, and it also made me realize how much I value that, having those conversations and just talk about anything and just being myself. I don't have to watch what I say. I can be, the fullest version of me with all my weirdness and my quirks and crazy stuff that I have. And it's good, and it's great. That's how I want my friendships to be. And that also got me thinking, well, how do I create those friendships over here? Because not everybody is looking for that, right? But then I'm curious, what are people looking for? I don't know. Right? I really don't know what other people are looking for. I can only look at myself and, I can tell you what I'm looking for and how I deal with that. Because attracting or finding what I am looking for, it's not that easy. Because I want weird, one of the reasons why I came to Portugal is to be the fullest version of me, and I do that in many different ways. I have these weekly videos, I organize events, I do real estate videos, I've started doing organizing like dance music parties, and they're turning into social events as well. I have my big international event coming up this fall, and I like that. I like exploring what is possible. And that also means like failing a lot, It's not everything that, that I create becomes a success. But for me, I guess it's all about expressing the fullest version of who I can be, whatever that means. And that's, I guess, also how I deal with, making new friends. Because how else am I going to make friends if I cannot be the fullest version of me? And like I said, that gets me in trouble sometimes. Because, well, I know that I'm very straightforward, and I also know that I can be a lot. I've been hearing that, well, Marcel is quite a lot, it's a little bit too much for me, and that's fine, that's no problem. I don't have a problem with that. But that's not going to stop me from me being me. And that's also what I'm looking for in other people. You being the fullest version of you. Have the freedom, have the courage to express the full version of yourself. And yes, that takes, you have to be willing to take some risk. And it also means you have to be vulnerable. And I know it's not easy. It's not easy being vulnerable because, people are going to have an opinion about it. And, they're perhaps going to share that with you, or they're going to reject you and all that. And, it's much easier to just, be friendly. And that doesn't mean I'm not being friendly, but being kind of the superficial friendliness. I used to see that when I would go on a vacation to the United States, and for like a 2-3 week vacation, it's very nice. But since there are a lot of Americans over here, I see this, at least that's how I experience it. I see this, goddamn flies, I see this kind of superficial friendliness. People are so friendly, which is really nice for a while, and then I'll be like, okay, what's behind the curtain of friendliness? And that's what I'm interested in, what's behind the curtain of friendliness. And I wanna hear the good, the bad, and the ugly, because that's what I share, I share the good, the bad, and the ugly, and that's also what I'm looking for in other people. So how do I attract that? How do I find those people? Well, for me, it is, being me. Just, express the weirdness that I have inside of me, and, I'm being very straightforward. This is who I am. And if you don't like hanging out with me, then that's fine. I can understand. I understand. But for me to attract the people that I need to surround myself with, well, I have to at least let them know what it is that I'm looking for, and then people get to decide if they want to participate in that kind of relationship. And luckily, I already found a whole bunch of people. I really met some really great people over here that I can talk to about, anything, which is really great. So I'm grateful for that. So, and I'm always looking for more, what else is possible? What else can I create? What else can inspire me to find more of myself in me? I know it sounds a little bit weird. I know, but that's me being weird. So anyway, but I'm curious about you, how do you do it? What are you looking for? Do you prefer to play it safe and stay maybe a little bit more on the safe, superficial side, or do you want to go deep as well? And if you do, how do you do that? How do you find the people that you can have a more deeper, more meaningful, at least that's how I would describe it, a more meaningful, deeper conversation with? I'm very curious about that, so let me know. Anyways, thanks for watching. Like the video, subscribe to the channel, appreciate that, and see you in the next one. Bye bye.